Hello everybody, I am back to share how I ended up with traction alopecia. What I once thought was the best hair trend ever, today I do consider it the worst hair trend ever. And this was the micro braids. Oh gosh. I didn't grow up with a woman that was my mother, so my hair was never done. I would go to school with my hair undone, and I always say to myself, once I grow up and then I get a job, I'm I'm going to save up money and go to the hair salon and get my hair braided. So long story short, I grew up, I got a job. It was only paying me minimum wage, and it was at a beauty supply store. So working at the beauty supply store, I would get some discount on some hair. And that time when I was working at the beauty supply store, the micro braids were like very popular that time. That was like the hottest trend, where the micro braids and the sewing weave. That was way before all the lace wigs. So I would save up so much money and I would go to the braiding shop, and get my hair braided. At first my hair was good. I would lose some edges here and there, and I would get the hair will grow back, but it was growing back finer and finer. Like the first few years I didn't notice that it was getting finer and finer, but everybody kept saying, oh, it's gonna come back, keep rubbing on some oil. And at that point I felt like I remember the actual hairstyle that like destroyed me. Not the hairstyle, it was still the micro braid. There was this one particular braider, okay, when she touched my hair, that was the end of my hairline. Mind you, my hairline was already thinning, but this woman, and she was that one person where I told her, don't braid my hairline. I told her, don't braid my hairline because my hairline is thinning. And she was like, no, I am known to not destroy hairline. I am known to actually save people edges because I don't braid that tight. And the braider that actually said that to me was the braider that, like, literally when she braided my hair, it was so pretty and it felt like it's gonna be okay. And as time went by, literally the actual braid and the hair was like coming out, where it would fall and I would see like my little bushy hair at the tip with all those little white bulb. I was like so young. I was saving up like minimum wage to buy the hair. I was working at a beauty supply store, but I was still paying for my hair with the employee discount that I was getting. So I would buy the hair, I would pay the braider, and the micro braids were like 160. That's what I paid most of the time. It was like $160. And to me, that was a lot of money. That was a lot of money for me that I didn't have. That was the money that I was saving. So do I want to spend 160 on this hairstyle and then take it out like in 2 or 3 weeks? So I feel like, let me get my money worth it, because I don't have any money to get my hair done right now. Even if I take it out, back then I was relaxing my hair. So if I take it out, I might need to go to the hair salon and relax the new growth. That was gonna cost another like what, $65. It was just money that I didn't have, and I kept it in. And as my edges were falling, I felt like I needed to keep the micro braids in because I could hide my edges. I could just wear it down and cover my edges. So nobody actually in my life actually gave me the advice to stop these hairstyles, because it's gonna cause me to lose the hair forever. I have never gotten that advice. I don't know why. Maybe that was lack of knowledge. I talk about these like in my videos because I keep trying to go back, because I was so young and there were already people that were more experienced than me in this hair industry, and I wonder why didn't anybody ever say that to me. Even the braiders, even if they didn't want to lose the business, the clientele, they could just say to me, maybe this braiding style is not for you. Maybe you might need to go for box braids, like bigger sections of hair to avoid losing your hair. But I never got the advice. So I ended up with traction alopecia. By the time I realized that I had traction alopecia, by Googling and reading and doing some research on myself, it was late. My hair wasn't coming back. And then I discovered YouTube. So once I discovered YouTube, my brow's kind of showing. Once I discovered YouTube, it took me down another rabbit hole. So first of all, I was braiding, my hair was falling out, and I kept braiding it, hoping to use that to hide my hair until my hair grows, but the hairline never grew. And then I discovered YouTube, and it took me down another rabbit hole where there was like product. Oh my gosh, I'm right now I'm looking at like a bucket of oils that I purchased due to watching YouTube, and I have like this whole shelves of product right here due to YouTube trying to grow my hairline, and it didn't work. I am sure some of you may have grown your traction alopecia. People have told me that they have grown their hair with prayers and oil, but prayer and oil did not work for me, so that's why I went the hair transplant route. So that's how I single-handedly destroy my hair. And of course, I'm gonna get those comments that say that, oh, well, if your hair fell out because of braids, why do you keep braiding your hair? So my first hair transplant was 4 years ago. Yeah, my first hair transplant was 4 years ago, and I've been wearing braids ever since, and I haven't lost my hair. This time around, I am braiding my own hair, and what I should have been doing back then that I wasn't doing, I'm doing it now. I am on my hairline, I am using bigger parts. I have not gotten the micro braids ever since. I have not let anybody else braid my hair. I know, I'm sure there's like great wonderful braiders out there that will take care of my hairline, and sometimes I wish I could go to the hair salon and just sit down, relax, you know, on my day off and just get my hair done by somebody else. But I have not found someone that can understand my concern and my fear and take care of my hairline, because in the past, even when I realized that I was starting to get traction alopecia, my hairline was suffering, I have tried to tell the braiders to be easy on my edges. They will either say yeah, 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 and then get on my hair and do whatever. So if that one day ever come where I meet a braider that can really like take care of my hairline, I will go to a braider and let them do my hair. But as for now, I am doing my own hair, and it's working for me. You know, I haven't gotten traction alopecia. I did get a hair transplant, and people think that I got a hair transplant because my hair fell out. No, if my hair fell out, like, I'm not getting a hair transplant just to pull it out again. I got a second hair transplant because I wanted my hairline to be fuller and thicker. I wanted a really juvenile, fuller and thicker hairline, and I have a video on that, and it will be linked above and below. So this is how, in a nutshell, how I lost my hair. The trendy hairstyle that was going on at that time ended up causing me to lose my hair. And after that era, it was the lace front era, where I had already lost my edges. And I remember women were shaving their hairline just to be able to glue. And I had people tell me that since I lost my hairline, it would be easy for me to wear the lace wig because that part is already bald. I don't have to shave it. But I never went down that rabbit hole. I went down 2 rabbit holes and it was done for me. I never went the lace wig route. And I'm good because the glue, and throughout the lace front wig era, I have also seen women lose their hairline due to the glue, because I used to work at the beauty supply store. Sometimes they'll come in, the wig is lifting off, and you could see how their own hair is like attached when the glue got a little looser. You can see the some of bits of their hair attached to the lace of the wigs. So that was causing like a different group of people with traction alopecia. So the wonderful things about traction alopecia is that it can be prevented versus other types of traction alopecia. So we don't have to have traction alopecia. There's other type of alopecias that you can't do anything about because it's caused by like an autoimmune diseases that you can't help, you can't do anything about it, and that is understandable. That's noise outside. But traction alopecia, it can be a whole movement where we can all not suffer from traction alopecia. Some of us have already suffered from traction alopecia. We can't do anything about it. But moving forward, the next generation, literally, we can literally destroy traction alopecia from the next generation if we stop all those bad practices. If we have like more knowledge and we educate other women on how to take better care of their hairline. So what was lacking for me was education, and what also was lacking is I wasn't firm. I guess I was young. I didn't know how to firmly tell an African auntie, leave my edges alone. So I didn't have that in me, but today nobody will be able to pull my edges out. So I'm going to continue to wear my braids. I see some of you guys talk about me in the comment section, but I'm not going to live my life according to you. Let's all do what works for us. If we all want to be free of traction alopecia, and personally, in my own defense, in me wearing braids, I feel like I'm spreading a different type of awareness. I am showing people how to properly wear braids. I am showing people how to properly wear braids. This is how I should have been wearing braids to avoid the traction alopecia. But I didn't have that knowledge. I didn't have that education. But now that I have it and I had a chance to repair my hairline, I am passing it on to you. You take it or you leave it. But I promise you, it's better to have a hairline than to not have a hairline. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Leave all your questions and comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.